Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in today's video we will understand how to automatically add Google Forms response in Google Drive. So here let's say that by using Google Forms I have created an order form for my bakery. So here my objective is that whenever a user is going to submit that form along with an attachment of their respective customized cake, then I want to create a subfolder inside my Google Drive and I want to add that image in that folder. So here to do this, I need to set up a connection between these applications, for which I'm going to use this amazing automation software that is Pabbly Connect. So if you want to learn more about this process, make sure to follow me through the screen. In this video, we will understand how to automatically add Google Forms response in Google Drive. So here my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new Google Form submission, then by using the response that I've received, I want that a folder should be created inside my Google Drive account along with the attachment that has been attached during the form submission. So now to automate this entire process, I'm going to use this amazing automation software that is Pabbly Connect. So this over here is the landing page, and in order to reach here, you just have to go to pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Here you can see I've got two options. One is of sign in and the other one is of sign up for free. So if you're an existing user, you can simply sign in. But if you're a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button, and every month you will get 100 tasks for free. So as an existing user, I'm going to sign in. Now this here is the all applications page by Pabbly. I will go to Pabbly Connect and click on access now to reach my dashboard. So this here is my dashboard, and now in order to create a new workflow, I will go to my right hand side corner and click on this create workflow button. So now in this dialog box appearing, I need to give my workflow a name. So here I've named it as automatically add Google Forms response in Google Drive, and on my left hand side you can see that these are the folders that I've created before. So I want to save this workflow in the folder named as Google Forms to Google Drive automation, and now I'm going to click on create. So as I did that, now I have arrived on a very important window which consists of trigger and action. So basically trigger and action are the two most important principles or concepts of Pabbly Connect on which this entire automation will depend. Trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So action is an automated response of a trigger application, and in a workflow you can only have one trigger but multiple action applications. So now moving to my use case, that is automatically add Google Form response in Google Drive. So as whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission through Google Forms, then automatically a subfolder should be created inside my Google Drive account, and the attachment attached in that Google Form should be added in that folder. So now to automate this entire process, I will go to my trigger window, and over here I'm going to search for Google Forms as my trigger application, and here it is. And the trigger event will be new response received. So this trigger will start working whenever a new form will be submitted, and the response of that form submission will be added as a new row in the Google Sheet. So now moving to the action window, as I want to add the Google Form response in Google Drive. So over here, Google Drive will be my action application. Here it is. And the action event will be create a subfolder. So this here is my action event. So as you can see that I have selected my action application and the action event along with my trigger application and the trigger event. So to automate this entire process, firstly I need to build a connection between Google Forms and Pabbly Connect. So to do that, firstly I'm going to show you the Google form that I've created. So here it goes as Bliss Bakery form. You can see the questions that are asked: name, email, phone number, address, which cake flavor would you like to buy, upload a desired picture of the cake, we will customize it as per the picture. So over here, this is the Google form that I've created, and now in order to build a connection between it, I will go to responses, and I'm going to link this Google form with Google Sheets. So over here, the name will be Bliss Bakery order form responses. I'm going to click on create. So this here is the Google Sheet that has been created, and it consists of all the questions that were asked in the Google form. You can see here in the column itself, and it consists only of one sheet by the name of form responses 1. So to begin with the connection part, we need to go to extensions, go to Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So if you don't have this extension, you can simply go to get add-ons, and you just have to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks over here in the search bar. So as you can see that I've already installed this extension, so it says installed. You also have to follow the same process in order to install this extension and make a connection between this Google Sheet and Pabbly Connect. So I will go to extensions, go to Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and now I will go to initial setup. Now in initial setup, it says the webhook URL will be set up on the below selected sheet, that is form responses 1. Now moving to the webhook URL, so from Pabbly Connect, we are going to copy the webhook URL and over here we are going to paste it. Moving to the trigger column, so the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to webhook URL. So over here G is the last column, so G will be my trigger column. Now I'm going to click on submit. And the configuration has been done successfully. So I will go to extensions once again, go to Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and now I'm going to click on send on event. So by clicking on send on event, I'm going to make sure that every time there will be a new Google form submission, then automatically the response of that form submission should be added over here in this Google Sheet in a new row. So here I'm going to click on send on event. After that, it's an important part to refresh this Google Sheet. So I've refreshed this Google Sheet and I will take you to Pabbly Connect. So here you can see it is waiting for webhook response. That means now I need to do a test submission or record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So as we have successfully connected our Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect, that means now whenever there will be a new form submission, then automatically the details will be added to Google Sheets and then it will be sent to Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to do a form submission. So here I'm going to fill in the details. Here let's say that the first name is current. The last name is user. Now moving to the email address, that will be currentuser@pabblytuts.com. Now moving to the phone number. So over here, this will be a dummy phone number that I'm going to add. So here, this is the dummy phone number. Now moving to the address. So address will be also a dummy one. Now here I'm going to select the which cake flavor as very berry strawberry cake. So now moving to the upload a desired picture of the cake, I'm going to upload a picture. So I'm going to go to browse. So from the downloads, I'm going to select this image and I'm going to click on open. So here the image has been uploaded successfully. So I've successfully filled in the details in this form and now I'm going to click on submit. So we have successfully submitted this form and in this Google Sheet, the form response has been successfully added. Here you can see the timestamp. Here's the name, email, phone number, address, which cake flavor would you like to buy. And over here is the link for the cake. So this over here is the cake image that was added. So that means we have successfully got the details of the form submission over here in this Google Sheet. And these details would have been captured in Pabbly Connect. So taking you to Pabbly Connect. And yes, over here you can see that I have received the response. And here in the response are the details. So here's the cake flavor. This over here is the link of the cake that was added. The trigger column is G. You can see the timestamp, spreadsheet name, spreadsheet ID, sheet name, sheet ID, row index, along with the phone number, name, email, and the address detail. So that means over here in Pabbly Connect, I have successfully got the details of the form submission that I've just done. So the first step of this automation is set up. Now, whenever there will be a new form submission, then automatically the details of that form submission will get captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So this trigger will instantly capture the new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. So now moving to this Google Drive, create a subfolder action event. Firstly, I'm going to take you to my Google Drive account. So over here, you can see that these are the folders that I've created before. So this here's the Bliss Bakery order form file responses folder. So that means the attachment that I'm going to receive through form submission are saved over here in this folder. But my objective is to create a subfolder in the folder that I've created where I want to keep the details of the form submission. So this here's the new folder I've created by the name of Bliss Bakery Online Orders. So I want that whenever a new form submission will be made, then automatically a subfolder should be created inside this folder along with the image that has been attached. So to do that, I will take you to Pabbly Connect. I'm going to build a connection between Google Drive and Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to add a new connection by simply signing with my Google account. So here I'm going to click on allow as this is a secure access. And you can see that the authorization was successful. So Google Drive and Pabbly Connect is successfully connected. So over here from this folder drop down, I'm going to select my folder as Bliss Bakery Online Orders, which is created over here in this Google Drive. Moving back to Pabbly Connect, now moving to the subfolder name. So I'm going to map the subfolder name as the email address. So over here is the email address of the customer. I have mapped it. So basically mapping means to insert the data from previous steps. So as I've received the response from Google Forms, so that is why over here in this field, I have mentioned it. So now I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request. And you can see that over here I've received a response, and this over here is a positive response. That means a subfolder has been successfully created inside my Google Drive folder. So I'm going to take you to the folder. So over here you can see this here's the subfolder by the name of currentuser@pablitudes.com. So currently this folder is blank. So this folder is blank because the response which we have received is in this folder, that is by the name of Bliss Bakery order form. So I'm going to show you that over here you can see the image as well. So I want to move this image to the subfolder that has just been created. So now in order to do that, I'm going to take you to the folder first again. So to do that, I will go to Pabbly Connect. I'm going to add the action step. And over here, I'm going to use Google Drive once again as my action application. And the action event will be to move a file. So over here, I'm going to select it. And now I'm going to click on connect. So as I've already built a connection, I will go with the existing one. And now moving to the file and the folder part. So over here, to mention the file, we have to mention it in this format. So I'm going to turn on this map button as we have received the file also from the response which we have received. So over here you can see that in the response received, this here is the file that has been given. But clearly the format which we have added the detail does not follow the exact format that has been given in the example. So we are just going to remove this and we are going to fetch the part that is required over here in this field by using text formatter by Pabbly. So I'm going to click on this add action step, and now over here I'm going to search for text formatter by Pabbly. So by using text formatter by Pabbly, I'm going to split the text into the part and fetch the detail which I'm going to use. So again from the response received, I'm going to map the text once that is done. So I want the text after equals to. So here the separator will be of equal to. So now moving to the segment index, that will be of last because I only want the last part as it is required. So over here you can see that I have got that part. So moving back to this Google Drive action window. So over here in the file field from the response received, I'm going to map the file. So now moving to the folder part, I'm again going to turn on this map button. I'm going to remove this. And now from the response received from Google Drive, I'm going to map the folder ID. So over here, why I have mapped a lot of details in this workflow. So basically, this method of mapping is important so that every time you're going to receive a new response, so that response could be taken into consideration in these fields. If I would have written this information manually, in that case, this information would have become static, which means that it wouldn't change even if I would have received a new response. So to avoid that problem, we map the information. So as you can see that in this workflow, I've mapped multiple things so that these things could keep on changing as per the response that we are going to receive. So as I've mapped the details, here I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request. So here you can see that I have received a response and this here is a positive response. So here you can see it says the type is image/jpeg. And now I'm going to take you to the subfolder. So over here in the folder, this is the subfolder by the name of currentuser@pablitudes.com. I'm going to open this subfolder. And over here you can see that yes, an attachment which was added during the form submission is successfully added in this subfolder, and this here is the image. So that means automatically the Google Forms response will be added inside Google Drive. That means now whenever I'm going to receive a new form response through Google Forms, so the attachment of that form submission will be successfully added inside a subfolder that would have been created. So this automation was a successful one. Now, whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission through Google Forms along with an attachment, then automatically a subfolder will be created inside my Google Drive account, and the attachment that would have been added during the form submission will be added to that subfolder. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications and create amazing automations by using Pabbly Connect. So you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can write us to https://forum.pabbly.com, and for pricing related issues, you can visit this link. So you can create a lot more automations by using Pabbly Connect, and don't forget to share these videos with your friends, colleagues. Subscribe to our channel for more.